The highest court will decide 9 crucial points in petitions contesting William Ruto's August 9th win. Chief Justice Martha Koome said the bench consolidated all 7 petitioners' reliefs into one. Raila Odinga and Martha Karua's petition is the principal item, and the lawyers will have 3 hours to argue their case. Other petitioners will have 30 minutes. William Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua, the IEBC and its chairman, Wafula Chebukati, will have 3 hours to defend themselves. NTV's Ibrahim Karanja begins our broadcast from this story.
The highly publicized case began Tuesday with a pre-trial session before all 7 Supreme Court judges. The court has consolidated 7 petitions disputing the presidential election results as announced by IEBC into one, with Raila Odinga and Martha Karua's plea as a principal petition. Odinga's petition was combined with others including John Njoroge Kamau, Youth Advocacy Africa and Peter Kireka, Khelef Khalifa, George Osewe, Okia Omtata, amongst others. The court will rule on 9 issues picked from reliefs in the consolidated petitions. The issues on which the court will be making its determination include whether the IEBC's technology for the 2022 elections met integrity, verifiability, security and transparency standards to guarantee accurate results, whether there was interference with the uploading and transmission of Forms 34A from the polling stations to the IEBC public portal, whether there was a variation between Forms 34A uploaded on the IEBC public portal, Forms 34A received at the National Tallying Center, and Forms 34A issued to the polling station agents. The court will also be determining whether postponing gubernatorial and parliamentary elections in Kakamega and Mombasa counties, Nyaki West and Kwanjenga wards may have resulted in voter suppression against Raila Odinga and Martha Karua, and whether there were unexplainable discrepancies between the votes cast for presidential candidates and other elective positions. They will also determine whether the IEBC verified, tallied and declared results in line with the Constitution, whether William Ruto attained 50% plus 1 of all the votes cast, and whether there were irregularities and illegalities of such magnitude as to affect the final result of the presidential election. The court will also determine the reliefs and orders to be granted. President-elect William Ruto and his deputy Rigathi Gachagua have been named as the first and second respondents in the consolidated petition. The electoral body IEBC, as well as its chair Wafula Chebukati, are the third and fourth respondents respectively, while the remaining commissioners are listed as the 5th to 10th respondents respectively. Attorney General Kihara Kariuki is the 11th respondent. Raila Odinga and Martha Karua's legal team will have 3 hours on Wednesday to convince the court to overturn the election results. Similarly, President-elect William Ruto and his deputy Rigathi Gachagua will also have 3 hours for their defense. IEBC as a commission and its chair Wafula Chebukati have 3 hours, while the 4 dissident commissioners led by Vice Chair Juliana Cherera will have 1 hour. Attorney General Kihara Kariuki also has 3 hours. With 6 out of the 7 petitioners in the now consolidated presidential petition now granted 30 minutes to make their case, the onus lies on their legal war front to make a case that will back the 3 hours given to the main petitioner and eventually convince the court to make yet another landmark ruling. Ibrahim Karanja, NTV from the Supreme Court of Kenya in Nairobi.